Hey everyone, it's your girl OrigiNatural, and I'm coming at you guys with a review on another wig. As you can see, it's the LW Drew Beshe by Beshe. It came with this tag, and this is how it looked when I first got it. It was nice and curly, and I got it in a number 2 this time instead of the 1B that I got last time. To me, it looks more natural compared to my natural hair color, so I went with that. And I ordered it this time online instead of getting it from the beauty supply store from samsbeauty.com. And one thing I would say about samsbeauty.com is that before you purchase a wig, I would sign up for the little club that they have. They have like a point system, and for every dollar you spend, you get a point, and it goes towards like your next purchase. So it, like, I think it takes money off. I haven't used my points yet, so it takes money off. When I got it from them, it was $31.99. And of course, with shipping and handling, it was like $39.43. And I ordered it on the 15th of October, and it came to me on, let's see what it says, on the 20th. Yeah, it came on the 20th. So I've had it for about 2 weeks, almost 3. Next Thursday it'll be 3, I think. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, next Thursday it'll be 3 weeks. And I wanted to wait a little bit longer to review it instead of reviewing it only after a week. But let me go ahead into it and show you what it came with. Obviously, this is the wig that I have on now, and it came in this package. And it has that, and it tells you what you ordered on that side. I didn't save the lace. I thought I did, but I didn't. But as far as lace is concerned, it has about probably an inch of parting space in the front, which to me is okay because I'm not gonna part it all crazy and stuff. I pretty much keep my same part. I don't really change it too much. I ended up having to cut some of the hair, and I tried to make it look realistic if I could say that. So what I did was I cut some pieces in the front to make it look a little bit more natural. And then I also tried to make the hairline look somewhat natural as well. I don't know if I succeeded with that, but a lot of people thought it was my hair. But this is how much hair I ended up cutting, which is, to me, is kind of a lot. Because I try to do like the little baby hairs again this time, which I probably won't do it again because to me it's like a waste of time and money if I keep cutting on the wig. So, and it came with this little stocking thing, net. Some of the things about the wig that I didn't like is that the cap is extremely tight. I ended up not having to use the combs. I have a big head, I guess, anyway. So I didn't have to use the combs. I didn't use the combs in my last wig that I had reviewed. And it's a comb here and here, and one in the back, and then there's 2 adjustable straps that obviously I didn't have to use. I mean, I literally had to let them be kind of hanging under the wig because it was that tight. One thing I did notice is that it is starting to gradually loosen, and I don't really have a lot of problem with the wig itself sliding, which I had a problem with the other one. So I guess it's a win-lose situation as far as with the wig being tight. Probably another thing I probably don't like is that I like how the back and everything kind of frizzes up like natural hair, but in the front it seems like the front pieces don't really frizz up to it. And I don't want to make them too frizzy, but at the same time I want to blend a little bit better. But at the same time, most people really still can't tell, and that's like even in like outside light, and I'm inside right now, but even in outside light it doesn't look bad, especially for it to be a synthetic wig. So for it to be synthetic is nice. So I guess I need to stop complaining about that. I have not washed it. I have not washed this wig or the other wig that I have. To be honest, I'm a little scared too. I don't know if it's going to like make it poofier or make the curls completely go away or anything like that. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research on that. But one thing I do is the cap itself. I'll try to wipe in that because, you know, sweating and stuff like that is not a good look. And one thing I had noticed, I was starting to break out because of it, so I had to do that. I didn't notice any shedding even after I cut, you know, the little, I guess I can show you the little baby hairs. And I try to keep this down for the most part. After I cut these, which just doesn't really matter because I won't be pulling it up. So I didn't notice any shedding. It is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I don't know if it's gonna stop. And I try not to play with it too much, you know, and stuff like that. But it's kind of hard when you're putting your wig on and you're trying to fluff it out, you know, you're shaking and stuff. So, but I don't know exactly how long it's gonna last. But I'm gonna hopefully get my wear out of it. My husband loves it, so, and the people around me love it, and I love it. So, let's see, what else can I say? Oh, the way that I store my wigs, I don't have like those little white mannequin heads. I actually have like a real one. This is Miss Jenny, by the way. So what I did with her, or why am I saying her, with this wig, not the wig, good gosh, with this mannequin head, is that, as you can see, the hair is straight and stuff like that. So what I did was just put the net on it, and then I put the stocking cap on it. Now, I had tried this in my other video and it was the wrong color, so rather than just wasting it and not using it, I just use it on the mannequin head or put it on my daughter's head at night. And just like I would do my hair, I put it on here, and it put it on here like this, and it seems to help keep the shape of the cap itself, and keeps the lace from like bundling up or like bending and stuff. Because I noticed like one time it bent and it was sticking the mess out of my scalp, and I was like, oh god, I gotta do something. And I'll pin it down some too so it won't slide all over the place. And let's see, what else can I say? Oh, I forgot it. It comes with some tape, but like I said, I didn't really need to use that. It's tight. The cap is extremely tight, so not right now, but when I first bought it. But as far as like an overall rating of it, I would probably give it a 10. It's better to me than the other wig I bought. It might be because I'm biased or something like that. It might be biased because of how it looks natural, but I like it. So if something goes wrong with this one, I probably would end up buying another one if this one gets like too big, or if I can't figure out how to keep it from growing too big. But I kind of like the big hair look. To me, you know, that's like a desirable thing to me, especially with my natural hair itself. So, and I think that's about it. So I'm gonna stop rambling now, and I hope you guys like the review.